Okay, people, I'm live. It's me, Roxanne. It is Sunday. I don't know what the date of. I think it's the 5th of August. Sunday afternoon, London. Speaker's Corner, Hyde Park. Letting the people know that they've been lied to. They've been told lies. Here's another one of our banners that we've got out here today. Is your knowledge about the heliocentric model knowing or belief? Are you informed by a primary knowledge or secondary information? Why do you believe without proof? Science cannot produce working models of gravity, keeping water flowing around a ball. Yet science should be demonstratable, repeatable, and measurable. Do you distrust your senses in order to believe authority without proof? Critical thinking, common sense, and natural observations tell us that we're not spinning faster than a speeding bullet, nor is there any measurable curvature. Next banner. Sorry guys, I've got a lot of things in my hands at the moment and I'm just trying to hold it all down. This is not how the physics of water behaves. The natural observation of water tells us that water cannot exist around the exterior of a ball. That is pseudoscience. Here we've got some examples. It's quite apt actually, with the fence. It's like our reality through prison bars. It's crazy. Okay, so I'm going to pan back a little bit. And I'm going to show you where we are in the bigger scheme of things. So we are at the end of Speaker's Corner, at the end of the row where there's two entrances that go into the green area. We've probably spoken to 50 plus people so far. Positive feedback from most people so far. And we're going to be here probably for the next 6 hours. If it's about 3 o'clock now, which I think it is. We should be here till about 9 o'clock tonight. As far as I'm aware, Speaker's Corner can go on until 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night sometimes. So we're going to be here for a while. Just going to let you hear what Dave's saying.
That's giving yourself some cognitive dissonance. This is an interesting thing I have. But also genetically, different people are This is the interesting thing that I have is that I'm 50 years old, right? And I look in fantastic physical condition. You know, and I don't say that.
I want to point at what you've been drinking.
I don't say that to be egoistic. I don't say that to be egoistic.
I'm not humble.
But
modest.
I'm very modest, right? No. But you know what they say is judge a person by their fruit, judge them by their works, judge them by their actions. And I say you can look at photos of me 4 years ago before I woke up, and you will see that I'm also a little bit out of shape and going the wrong way in terms of that. But I have learned a lot. It's not just about the fucking flat earth, and it's not just about sticking in this idea of, oh well, I know the earth is flat, but all the other science that they gave me, that's still okay. No. You need to turn the whole table upside down. But this is what gets me a little annoyed, is that I start giving people advice, right? I look, for age of 50, I look pretty damn good. And I say to people, okay, you want advice on how to look like this? Because I'm not genetically fucking unique.
What you eat, that's all it takes. It's not some.
Yeah, but the information on what is good to eat and what is good for your body and all so on.
It doesn't take much to work out that if you eat in McDonald's every day, that's not good for you. But if you eat lots of whole grain food and a lot of fruit and veg, that's good for you. It's not rocket science, is
well, that's the truth. Yeah, but I mean,
some of us can do it, some of us can't do it, but it's not rocket science.
Well, then you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, because I know it, but I'm not doing it.
No, is that it? But I think that's what I see around me.
I know what a healthy diet is.
I have people come to me who are like, oh, I'd love to be in sort of condition that you are in. So you start talking about them and say, listen, you're going to have to break out of the way that you think. You're going to have to break out of the food pyramid or the food plate that you were taught by your brain controlling government. You've got to take that stuff, even the chemistry classes and the science, the biology of how the body works and how food works within the body, all of this stuff. And I say to people, but I distill my water. Distilling my water is fantastic for my brain clarity, my eye clarity, my skin. Now listen to this guy. This guy is younger than me and looks 10 years older than me, and is still going, oh, but no, it is rude. But you need to wake the fuck up, my friend. Oh my God. You need minerals, perhaps, but they need to be organic minerals. No, those are inorganic minerals. No, inorganic.
Calcium carbonate is a mineral. You can't have organic or inorganic calcium carbonate.
All right, I'm not going to get into your science class, but I can say that inorganic minerals, your body has to, they're insoluble particles, very small. There's 200, 300 parts per million in your water, and your body has to deal with those, and they end up getting clogged behind your eyes, they get clogged in your joints, and so on. Oh my God. So you go to your university teacher, your university lecturer, who is seen as like, wow, you've done fucking well, and then you try and tell him what the class is about. You see, this is the problem, Steve. Is that you're so indoctrinated into believing the shit that you believe the shit that you believe, and you can't unpick that stuff, and this is why you're stuck. And I'm saying to people, listen, you've got to unstick yourself.
Maybe I've swallowed a whole load of lies. I think you've swallowed a whole load of stuff as
I've
well.
always swallowed lies, but yeah, in the last few years, I've turned that around. And look, I'm giving you
we both swallowed
I'm giving you the evidence of that.
Maybe I've swallowed McDonald's propaganda. Maybe you've swallowed. Well, you don't need to compare and contrast. I know you're.
Why? We're the same age. We're the same age, and we're both very intelligent people, so we should know that to care for our temple, to care for this one body that we're having this experience with, is probably one of the top 5 things, top 3 things, perhaps the top thing you should be doing for yourself as a starting point, because a healthy body and a healthy mind are interlinked, one chicken and egg. All right? So I'm saying, listen to me. You know, look at the evidence in front of you. You know. And look at my wonderful family.
What specifics are you trying to tell me then, when it comes to diet and?
I'm not trying to tell you anything today. You know why? Because you're not ready to hear, my brother. When you're ready to hear,
when will I be ready?
Well, I might know that, and you might know when you come to me and say, Dave, you know what? I'm ready to fucking listen to this stuff. You know what I mean? And then I will know within 5 minutes whether you're like, I remember in biology class.
We should have distilled water.
Oh, that's enough to get started with. You just look into and research distilled water and the benefits of distilled water. Don't just take it from me. Don't take it from me.
I would even maybe look into the research of how much alkaline things that we should have in our body.
How much?
Alkaline.
Yeah,
balancing your body.
Most of the westernized diet that we've been socially conditioned to involve ourselves in. So we're socially conditioned to go to places like Sainsbury's, Tesco's, Waitrose, Marks and Spencer's, and buy our meat from there.
So what about this alkali stuff? Should we have more or less alkali?
Well, let me just say quickly that
our body needs a lot more alkaline.
More and less acid.
Most of our diet is quite acidic, and we need a lot more alkaline in our body.
So what are alkaline foods?
Okay, well, my first example was maybe with the I chimed in on the water. If you can maybe pay attention to looking into the pH level of the water that you're drinking and what that does and doesn't do for your body.
Yeah,
I think it's just about being more aware. I think it's just about. I thought I was quite health conscious before being awake to some things, and I now know that I was incredibly naive.
So you're saying tap water can be too acidic? Or more
I think government juice in general government juice is what I call tap water. The stuff that comes out of the taps. Do you test it yourself, my darling? Because I do. I do. I need to test what I'm putting in my body.
Maybe not you, but don't you think the world or the country is being ripped off by bottled water?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, that's big time. When I see people in the supermarket getting lots of bottles of water.
I normally, this week I went down to a spring in Whitby, and I took my
any
car.
springs in London.
No, there isn't. But Whitby's only just over an hour away. I mean, there's quite a good.
I'm not going to go to Whitby to get my water.
But I do, because I don't really want to go into Sainsbury's.
Do you live down here?
I live in West London. Yeah,
you go to Whitby for water?
I went to Whitby this week. It's not where I always go for water, but there are alternatives.
Because if you're bottling your own water.
But it's about us individually thinking about what we care about for ourselves.
There can be more bacteria in bottled water or in filtered water.
I completely agree with you.
Than if you just pull it out the tap.
No, I don't.
I would say on
agree
balance, if you just pull it from the tap.
No.
I think. What do you put your
tap
water in?
Glass. Yeah. I think tap water should come with a health warning. It's incredibly. It's laced with fluoride. It's laced with it. If you test it yourself, you can easily pick up a testing kit, test it yourself, and just see what you're actually putting in your body. We all know that pharmaceutical companies don't make money via curing things. Yeah.
Aren't there greater dangers though in terms of diet than there
Well,
might be some stuff in water that's not
the
ideal?
first thing that we should look after is our body, right? And
But
I'm
water
not,
shouldn't be the
I'm not
priority,
perfect.
should
I
it?
still drink Coca-Cola. That is like
You're
major
joking.
toxic, yeah.
So you're drinking Coca-Cola and then you're worrying about what water you drink.
No. I'm on the back of my t-shirt. I've got everything that I'm worrying about. Everything that I'm worrying about is on the back of my top.
How much Coke do you drink?
A week, a couple of litres.
A couple of litres, so that's not a little amount.
That's not a little amount, but hey, I'm putting my hands up and saying, look, I'm not perfect.
But surely cutting Coke out would be better than using spring water versus tap water.
Of course, as I said, I'm not perfect, but at least I'm aware. Yeah, it's like an alcoholic saying, I know I'm an alcoholic and I'm trying to make a difference. At least they're not
addicted to Coke.
I've not been asked that question before. Am I addicted to Coke? Coca-Cola, the drink.
Yes. Yeah,
I'm live there, and I thought I'll just clarify what I mean there. Yeah, I think I am.
So if you have all this knowledge, why can't you deal with it?
I don't have all this knowledge. I just know the little things that I know about.
Okay.
And the things one thing I'm profuse about is the water that goes into my body, because I know we need to drink a lot of it.
It perplexes me when you're drinking 2 litres of Coke.
Well, I still manage to pack away about 5 to 10 litres of water a day. So
a day?
Yeah, a day.
Surely that's unhealthy. You can have too much water.
I don't think you can.
You can. You can die.
No,
you can die if you
and I'm
literally
not
have
being
too
specific. I'm not going to get
much.
into
No, but
specifics.
I only read the other day that
I think
people are
when
drinking
it's
too
hot,
much water.
when it's hot, you need to keep yourself hydrated. But
Not
hydrated
with water. You need some sugars. You need some electrolytes.
do you realise? Who told you that?
Well, I read it only the
There
other
we go.
day.
Look, like me, all you know is what you've been told.
And like
Right,
you,
and
you said
so now I
you're now
test
listening
things
to
for
someone
myself.
else.
No, I'm listening to myself.
It makes
That's you
sense
making
if
an
you're
assumption.
sweating. You're sweating.
Who have I quoted
It's
so far?
obvious.
Who have I quoted that I've listened to that's told
Whatever
me
your
this stuff?
sources are, you didn't imagine this stuff, did you?
I've started testing the water I'm drinking.
One of the sources.
That's him. I'm me. I'm an individual. I'm an individual critical thinker. I don't know what comes out of tap. The only reason I chimed into the conversation was about tap water. I do have an opinion on tap water.
When you're very, very, very hot and you're sweating, salt's coming out of you. If you just drink lots and lots of water, that's not the ideal way to deal with your dehydration. When you have diarrhea, you have special sachets of electrolytes, don't you? Drinking water when you've got diarrhea doesn't solve the dehydration.
I'm not saying that I only drink water and Coke. I'm just saying those are two of the things that I drink. When it's hot, I try to drink a lot of water. Yeah, but a lot of the right water. I also drink
Diet
structured.
Coke or
No.
fat?
Yeah. I'm not the type of person that drinks, aspartame and all of those. I think that's incredibly dangerous, And then we've got people that are coming out with more medical ailments. When I went to school, I didn't have anyone in my class that had a nut allergy. It was like obsolete.
Yeah, I know.
No parties.
Any allergies.
Any allergies for that. And now my
that's
children,
an interesting
I
point,
have to
though.
navigate it with my 10-year-old son.
But
It's like everyone's got some kind of
point,
allergy.
Do these allergies really exist?
Or are they created? Well, if you create an allergy, you need medication. And medication is made by a pharmaceutical company. So in the same way that war's done for profit, I know that illnesses are done for
all
profit.
these alleged allergies, whether they really exist. Because as you say, when we were kids, and you're a lot younger than me, well, you're probably 50 like him, are you? And it's the great
nearly
diet.
40. I'm nearly 40.
Okay.
Nearly 40.
But what I was going to say, the kids just did not have allergies when we were at school.
No.
And now they all do.
Mm-hmm.
I just question, do they really have any allergies, or are they any different to kids when we were kids?
My children don't have any allergies. My children don't have any ailments as of yet.
I
touch
also
wood.
think it's part of giving kids from a young age a broad, wide diet.
Correct.
And not just giving them
Correct.
beans on toast or
Fresh
jam
diet.
sandwiches or whatever.
Yeah, things out of a tin, things out of a packet. I think that's what I'm saying. So I think you're quite aware of these things yourself. But I think it's frightening to see how many people aren't aware. Most people think a trip to Iceland for chicken nuggets and fish fingers and chips is a balanced diet, and they don't know any better. And that's not to say they're not intelligent people, because
and we're getting worse on that
we are
front,
getting
aren't
worse.
we?
We
Britain
are.
following America in levels of obesity and
I think
ready
the
meals.
consume-obey society that we live in has now made for unsustainable food sources. So we've now got factory farming, we've now got GMOs, we've now got products that aren't even what they're supposed to be. I'm seeing videos of mummies in their kitchen setting fire to cheese and it's like melting like plastic. It's going like really. So you wonder what you're picking up on your shelf or something. And I think me myself, I'm not vaccinated. My children aren't vaccinated. I don't even have my BCG, and I'm still standing. My kids don't have not one nut allergy. They're in a classroom of kids that have allergies. You know, from the first vitamin K injection on the baby's foot to the BCG, I've not consented to any of them. My kids are absolutely hunky-dory. I hope I won't regret that, but I'm nearly 40 and I'm vaccine free and I'm
But if you were travelling abroad to somewhere where the advice is anti-malarial or whatever,
I've done that in South America. I've had my injections.
So you have
done
for
that.
that?
Yeah, I've done for international flight. Yeah,
so why did you for that?
because I wouldn't be allowed to fly without it.
Is that a condition?
Yeah, it was.
Flight?
Yeah. So,
But if you didn't have to, you would.
I'm not sure. I don't trust pharmaceuticals in general. I do trust natural remedies because you go to countries where they still use natural remedies and they work just fine.
You can't get them in food, so can you?
No, that's the only thing. You know, so I think it's just about awareness. And like I said, I'm not out here preaching to converted. For me, I'm just interested to hear what human beings think.
And like we've now talked and we've agreed on a number of things, but I don't agree on
and
other
for that, and I think the mature thing for that is to agree to disagree and go, okay, well we can move on to that. And online,
but you've got to admit it is funny that you worry about your water but you drink 2 litres of Coke. That is quite funny.
The irony of that is insane. But I think
Does
the
Coca-Cola
good,
do an organic version yet?
No, I have heard in Thailand and China there's a clear Coke, a Coke that looks like water.
Yeah, I think I've heard about that.
I'm not really sure what that's.
Is that
probably,
Coke or is that water?
probably just got pure additives in it that make it look like. In fact, I saw a video of a lady I think she was in Thailand. She put a bit of kitchen roll in a glass of Fanta. She mixed the kitchen roll in the glass of Fanta and all the orange dye came out on the kitchen roll and let it look into the glass of water. So she went, enjoy what you're putting into your body, people.
When you look at Fanta and stuff like that, the colour.
Look.
Yes, there is
It's
the
right
evil,
here, everybody.
evil
Evil Coke. I will. You know what? I'm going to make it my
Can I
New
just have a
Year's
look at the
present.
ingredients?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna hear what's in this bottle of Coke now. I'm not sure I'm going to be very impressed with it.
So it's carbonated. Some people say carbonated water in itself is bad for you. The carbonisation, the bubbles.
I don't carbonated water, so
Yeah.
yeah.
So caramel. Now you know caramel. That's quite natural. Phosphoric acid, natural flavouring. So it doesn't actually say what they are, including caffeine. Because I was going to say that's actually quite a short list of ingredients. It's burnt sugar, basically. It's fizzy
Compared
water.
to the Diet Coke ingredients,
Oh
it's
yeah,
like twice as long.
and
So
everything else,
yeah, and I do try to, apart from my addictions, keep everything in moderation. I'm not really a meat
2
eater.
litres is quite
I'm not really a big meat eater. I'm not a big fish eater. I love my veg. When I have a vegetarian meal, I don't feel like I'm missing anything.
You know, the fact that, say, London is full of fried chicken shops,
Yep.
and it's a lot of immigrants, if I'm allowed to say that word, that shop in those fried chicken shops. And often you hear people, it's because they're poor and they can't afford. I mean, that is absolute nonsense. Because, even if you're spending £3 for fried chicken and chips, if you go to your market, get your fruit and veg, you can cook, but it's education, isn't it? It's education and laziness that people are buying this fried chicken crap
When you can make
when you could just get some cheap chicken breast or some just vegetables and make a really
Right, see,
tasty.
that's where I'm going to stop you. When you said you can get some cheap chicken.
No, well, I knew you wouldn't buy that.
I would like you to say responsibly sourced chicken.
But the problem there is that
Not mass produced.
the retails just put a high price on it, and I think half the time that isn't actually justified. Like all organic produce, completely overpriced.
Yeah, you go to
Yeah,
a local
actually, if you think about it,
supermarket just to buy
organic
salads.
production, they're not using something. They're not using a pesticide. So actually, it should be cheaper, shouldn't it?
You know, when I look in Sainsbury's or Tesco for organic salads, you get bits and pieces that are over a tenner.
Yeah, and it's just ripping off middle class people who want to do it because they think
And
it's
considering the
right.
government apparently wants families eating healthy food and this, it just seems like an oxymoron. It just seems like a catch-22.
I say the best
Eat healthy food, but it's too
The
expensive.
best thing to do if you've got the luxury of a garden is grow it yourself.
Yeah.
Grow it yourself.
I'd fully agree with that. I think that's
And
the
that's
best
not
thing that you can
difficult
do.
either. That's not
Even
rocket
just some
science.
lettuce and tomato and some spring
And you can
onions.
do that in a window box
Big
or in
time, yeah.
pots in the kitchen.
Yeah. And again, look, it's just about being aware. Look, I'm speaking to this man, and he's aware of these things. I think
Are you live or
Yeah,
you are
yeah.
live?
I think-
How many viewers you got?
just over 30.
Not bad.
I'm a little channel. I'm a little baby.
Well, I'm being
Not a very big
because
channel.
I'm giving you some very logical.
What's your channel called?
My name. It's on the back of my piece. What's my name? Roxanne.
Roxanne.
I'm asking you a question.
Yeah.
Can I stop you just a minute and ask
And
you
for
one
me,
simple
when you
question?
sit on a computer, you can't have conversations like this with people.
No,
you
of
actually
course,
have to
which
come
is
out
why
in real
Speaker's
life.
Corner is
That's
such a
right.
good
That's
place.
right. I don't know if I'm talking to a bot, an AI, or some kind of algorithm sometimes. And it's like when my reality is standing here, knowing that you're here right now. You know, I've never met this man before, but I've really enjoyed the conversation I've had with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Lovely nice to meet you, my darling. Take care. Troll. Troll. Do you remember the troll from last week? The troll is back. I think the troll's now been here like 3 weeks in a row, man. This troll is prolific. One prolific troll. Wow. Guy in the hat, look. That guy there, Dave standing on the left, there's an innocent guy in the middle, and the guy in the hat is a 30 troll. Wow. Wow. Just letting you see what's going on just now. Okay, so I'll just give you some perspective. Here we go. Just rest up the camera here and let you see. Okay, so just rest it there for a second. See if it will rest. Sorry about this, guys. See if it will stay put. Hold on. Okay. Alright, so just had a talk with that guy. He seems to know other people that are here anyway, so I'm thinking that guy's a bit of a regular himself. And yeah, I got caught red-handed. I'm addicted to coke, and I'm there preaching about water. So it just goes to show I've got to look within myself and start realising that I've got to put down some things I know are not good for me. She says I was drinking her coke. Oh, look, they're all getting rude to Dave's wife. Look at these certified trolls, man. Let me get them on camera. Try piss man's wife off, you know. Certified trolls, look, they think they're on it.
It doesn't change
You can't
through
prove the
gravity.
balloons you said are there,
You
can
can't
you?
prove gravity.
You can't prove the balloon, so your argument's dead.
Oh, go and look at
you
the
can't prove the balloons you
research.
said were satellites, can you?
I can.
You want proof
I
of
can.
gravity? Well, how
I
are you
can
gonna
see
prove
them.
it?
I
Show
can.
me.
I can show you footage of the
Don't
being
drop
lost.
something,
Show
that's
me now.
density.
Why didn't
The
you bring
coin
that? Why
is
didn't
more
you bring that
dense
as
than the
part of
air
your
it's in, my friend.
Why don't you come to
Okay.
Speaker's Corner and bring that with your evidence? Come down.
The trolls are back. Hello, my darling. How are you, sweetheart? The trolls are back, yeah? The trolls, look how he's triggered. Triggered. Trolls, these guys are triggered as fuck. Look. Do you think he's got a girl? Do you think these guys are happy? You think these guys are happy?
You can't show me any proof of the helium balloons and satellites.
Oh, look.
And I'm someone who went on the Concorde in 1989 and went to 63,000 feet on the Concorde, a supersonic
I've been on
flight.
Concorde too, my
Right,
friend.
You've been on Concorde, so you know what I'm talking about. And you can see a curvature of the Earth.
Can't
from
see a
the window.
curvature from
Yes, you
Concorde.
can. Yes, you can.
I got pictures, so I got pictures.
Oh, you definitely can.
I got pictures from back in the
You can see it
80s,
from
bruv.
Concorde.
I got real pictures
Really?
that I took on
Right,
camera
but
with
he
my
can't
dad
prove his point.
from back in the
If I
80s.
was you, I'd
No
wrap this
curve,
whole thing
bruv.
up and walk away.
No
That's
curve.
nonsense.
No
You know
curve.
it's nonsense,
No
because when you
curve from a
ask for the
Polaroid
balloons,
camera.
you
No
can't
curve.
prove it.
No curve. Polaroid pictures. No curve. No curve.
So you're going to tell me
No
no British
curve.
Airways pilot also
No
would ever
curve.
confirm he's seen the
There's
the
loads of
Earth?
pilots that have confirmed there's no curve.
Well, my
So
pilots I was with at that day
Okay.
in 1989 told me that, and I could see the curvature of the Earth
you're
in front of me.
angry though,
For
aren't you?
7
You're
hours.
angry. Like you're angry. You're not a happy person.
Flat
bruv.
Earth people are always angry because
I'm not.
you know why? Because their
I'm
argument
calm,
is
bro.
dead. Your
What's
argument
funny
is dead,
is
that's
how
why you
you're
get
the
annoyed.
most
They get
triggered
so
people
annoyed
around
because their
here.
argument is dead.
Oh, I love it. Look. Unhappy. Not happy. Negative energy, bruv. I can feel it off of you. I'm not phased at all. I'm not in a belief system. You are. You are. You're in a belief system. You're right, and I'm telling you, you're wrong, bruv. You're in a belief
I'll tell you
system.
why I'm not wrong.
Deluded.
Could you
You're
show me the helium
deluded,
balloons
bruv.
then,
You're
tomorrow?
deluded. Deluded.
Do you know what it is with you people?
He's gonna keep flicking his coin like he's got a point, yeah? Coin flicker over there with his hat on. Density. 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 Really triggered, aren't they? They're really ramping it
I'm
up.
talking to her for a minute, be quiet. What I'm saying to you,
Look at him. Look at
what I'm
this.
saying to you,
Wow.
is he said,
Wow.
you get
Peter for change today,
he
guys.
said to me,
No, you can't fix stupid. There's a lovely lady here saying you can't fix stupid.
Radar's going off a little bit here.
It is. It is. It is. It is. It is.
where are those?
Yeah, I'm gonna give a bit of a view on this as well. Yeah, you can see. Look, the trolls just from nowhere brought over. The trolls from nowhere just brought over. The trolls from nowhere just came over. Look at that. They've all made it demented. The trolls have come over and just demented it, Dave.
How long have you been here? Just arrived?
No, I think we've been here for about an hour now.
Hi guys.
Eco Dave, man.
here. We're going to get onto it today, so
He's here to
check.
tell the people the truth.
Yeah, check it out. Keep checking the vids and do your research.
That's it.
Do your research. You can't make statements without doing your research.
Correct.
Okay?
Correct. Correct. He's well said. Well said. And that's all we're asking people to do, you know. Go and do the research for yourself. Yeah. Don't take our word for it. Don't take our word for it. Yeah. And look, I'm gonna give you some perspective on this now. It's a bit troll life in there, to be honest with you. Like, wow. Wow. Okay, so I'm looking at the chat room now. I'm looking at the chat room. I'm gonna try and get some perspective on what's going on here. I'm trying to keep the camera steady. I'm hoping that you can see. I'm gonna bring you a little bit further into shot here. Right? They're shouting and dropping coins on the floor and calling it gravity. They are triggered as fuck. So I'm gonna try and read the screen. I appreciate all of you for tuning in. I genuinely do. But those guys are negative. Like, I felt the negative energy from them. Midnight Gardener, Lady Onyx, Sun and Moon Family United, thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, well, don't know who M Stone is, so that's your opinion. When I went over there, one of them was hollering profanity at Dave's wife. Yeah, that's what I saw. So I went over there, and it's like, if you're a woman and you're walking over there, they're gonna start coming at you. So I did the best thing I could do, was to walk away from that, because that's not healthy. So realistically speaking, I'm just gonna give you a perspective from over here. I'm trying to see the chat room. Yeah, so we've even got the trolls in the chat room as well. So this is not very surprising, being perfectly honest with you. We kind of expected it to happen. We genuinely did expect it to happen.
Why is he not bringing that here to show us now?
I'm gonna let you hear what's going on.
Let's assume we don't ignore him.
Where is it?
This is my point. Ignore him. Okay, you're absolutely because of that.
God's not there either.
Can you prove their satellite?
We do on communication, 90% of internet communications.
We're doing it through a satellite system. It's basically between transmitter and satellite system.
So you reckon 90% of the internet traffic is through satellites?
Okay, I'm going to come down
Is
for a
that a
minute and ask you a
statement? Is that a
question.
statement?
I'll
No,
make this a debate.
you just said that. Yeah, you just said that.
Do you believe they're helium?
No,
balloons?
you just said that.
No, please don't. You're
You
not
just said that.
answering.
No, stick with what we were talking about.
I don't understand on your side.
Yeah, 90%. You said 90% of internet traffic is via satellites.
I'll give it to her, darling.
It's not. Underground it's undersea cables.
I just said it's a mixture of
No, you
satellite
said satellites.
and
No, he's changing his tune. It's documented.
Hi. Oh my gosh, my darling. Oh, look at you. Oh, my darling, gorgeous to meet you. Thank you so much for being here. Wow.
I was
So
gonna.
awesome to put a face to your name, man.
Yeah.
Love it, love it. Well, we've been
You
here
don't
for a
like?
couple of hours. Yeah,
Who's
we
in
have.
the chat there?
We're here.
Hey.
Hey, everybody, this is Sidi.
Hey.
Huh? Hey,
Told
we've got about 50 odd people in the
nice.
in the
Hey, there's
hangout.
Karen.
Yeah, man, Karen's there.
Hey,
We've
nice.
got Midnight Gardener. We've got Richie B. We've
Nice.
got
Kennedy Walker.
I think we've got a few
You are
trolls.
troll, stupid.
Yeah, we've got trolls.
These two, yeah, they get paid for it.
We've got real life trolls. We've got trolls in the chat room.
Hi from Bilo, everybody. I had to say that.
No, it's all good.
Bilo told me.
Aww.
He was in the bushes over there.
Man might have been in the bushes to get me. Loving it.
There's some action going on.
Yeah, there is. There is.
Starting off. Uh-oh. Talking about street food.
Do you know, I realised when I went over there, they weren't even prepared to have a serious argument. They were just going to get insulted. So I was like, okay, because I'm a woman. Yeah.
Tara. Oh, it's Harry's.
Yeah.
The guy you were screaming at just a minute ago.
It's like he's a troll, but he doesn't want to be a troll.
You mustn't get offended by someone heckling a speaker's voice.
No. Correct. Correct.
Doesn't work with me.
No. I'm like,
I'm allergic to that
that's
shit.
it. Me too. Me too. Me too. How awesome is this? So we've got even more support here. We've got now a lot of people here that are listening to what we're saying. We've got Dave Manor, we've got Eco Dave and Harry over there. We've got myself here, CD, and the beautiful Andy, who's Dave's wife, and the gorgeous boy, Alexander, and the lovely Tara, who's Karen's dog. Karen's dog. Sorry, Karen, it's not your dog, is it? It's Harry's dog. And soon we should have Max here as well. And hopefully Ruben will be coming as well. I'm hoping that you guys can hear me properly. I'm going to switch the camera around now and see if I can give you a decent perspective of what's going on. Yep. Yep.
Flyer as well, yeah.
Flyer?
You got any cards?
Yeah, of course I have, yeah.
Cheers. Cheers. So just have a look at this video. This is Eric Dubay, 200 proofs. We're not living on a spinning ball.
What was
Yeah?
that you just said again?
Eric Dubay, 200 proofs. We're not living on a spinning ball. That's your starting point. And then there's tons and tons and tons of videos now on YouTube, basically. You can do your own research. You make your own decision. You are the only person that can decide for yourself. Have a look at that one as well. And then there's some, if you take a look at that, there's some, basically, you know, the
Thanks, John Thor.
the globe has never been circumnavigated north to south. Now, why haven't they done that? We're in the, you know, why haven't they done that? Hang on. Yeah, let's get another one.
Go for it, cool.
Okay. And you know the reasons for that is because they can't do it. Basically, yeah. All images of Earth, all images of Earth from space are all CGI cartoons.
I've listened to what you said.
Okay, go ahead.
Listen to what I've got to say.
No, yeah, go on.
Okay, right, okay. My life was in and out of prison, right? I was an alcoholic.
Am I okay to have you on camera? Is that right?
Yeah, no problem. As I said, my life was full of prison, right? My life was an alcoholic.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll listen to you. I'll listen to you. I'll listen to you. Right, okay. And then I was certified by 3 psychiatrists. That was criminally insane. That should have went to Broadman because of the kind of guy I was. Right? Jesus Christ changed my life.
yeah, I can understand.
Okay, and because Jesus changed my life, right? I'm here.
So you believe in a creator?
I believe in Creator
Oh,
God.
good. Well, you know, the
Right,
Bible
okay.
has said that the Earth is actually a flat, level plane.
Right, okay.
And it's a created system. Probably there's a firmament above.
Okay. Well, let me tell you the difference between me and you then. Right? The difference between me and you is, right? I can demonstrate right now. If anyone here is in pain whatsoever, that Jesus Christ will heal them right now.
If we can do that.
No, I can't do it. Jesus will do it. Right? I can never do it. I'm just an open vessel for him to work in and to work through. So,
Do your research. Yeah, okay.
so if people don't,
Thanks for that.
so if people don't believe the message right, that I'm saying,
Yeah.
I will demonstrate that Jesus Christ will heal a person right now, whether in a wheelchair or wherever, or whatever pain they're in, Jesus will heal. And the reason I say that is because there was 2 men here last week. One had a hernia, and a bad knee. I commanded that to go in the name of Jesus. And I said, listen, my friend, I don't want no lies. I don't want no bullshit. I want the truth. I said, how are you? He said, it's completely gone. Okay? And then I said to another, no, listen, I said to another guy who had a bad foot, a Jewish guy. I didn't even realize he was a Jewish guy, but he was a Jewish guy. And I said to him, sir, I can see you're in pain. He said, yeah, my foot. I took authority over his foot in Jesus' name, completely gone.
Yeah, well, that's. I mean, if you do that, I mean, you're going to benefit others. You know, you're not,
Exactly,
not
yes.
these pastors who are flying around the
Oh,
world.
let
with
him
jets.
get, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
this
Well, I
guy, you see the
disagree
guy
with that
who uses his
entirely.
sleep, he
Yes,
wants a fourth jet.
I disagree with that. I
God said
disagree
that
with
he
that
needed a
entirely.
fourth jet. I
Yes.
mean, what a load of nonsense.
It is a load of
Fourth
nonsense.
jet, he's got 3 already. Why
A
would he need a fourth?
multi-millionaire,
Yeah, exactly.
and then people
All
starve.
these
I
pastors
agree.
that are ripping off people just like NASA. Beware. If you're actually into the Bible, if you're into the text, do your own research. Yeah, don't go to fake pastors and things like that. You know, because these guys are ripping people off.
I got
Just
the
like
Holy.
NASA.
I got the Holy Spirit. I got the Holy
Good
Spirit.
on you.
Sorry?
Lovely to meet you.
So I'm
Lovely to meet
firmly
you.
a believer in the Most High as well, my friend.
It's a
Listen, I
creation.
love you.
It's a creation.
It's been an honour listening to you as well.
Do you know how I can love you? I'll be honest with you, how I can love you, right? I love you because he places love in me to love you. I probably would have robbed you. I probably would have robbed you years ago, or I probably knocked you out because I used to box, right? But at the end of the day, I'm a totally different man today than what I was years ago. And I can come here every single week and I can just tell people about Jesus. Whether they want to argue, I'm not interested in arguing. I'm not interested in doctrinal stuff. I'm not interested in that. I'm just interested in telling people about Jesus. They either accept it or reject it.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, for me, I know that Jesus Christ is alive. I know he's alive. I know he's powerful. And he says that we can do things that he did when he was here on earth, and even greater things. And I've done it. I've done it. Not because it's me. It's not because it's me. It's because of Jesus. And that's what Jesus does. And honestly, it's a pleasure talking. I don't even know your name.
Mine are Eco Dave. You can
Eco
check me on
Dave,
YouTube.
Eco Dave.
And this is Roxanne Glenn. You can check her out on YouTube.
Bless you, bless you.
Yeah,
You
just
darling.
I've enjoyed talking, man.
and if you
Yeah,
know
man.
anybody who's interested, just pass on.
That's the brilliant thing about Speaker's Corner is you can have awesome conversations. You might not agree with what they're saying, but it's really lovely to hear their point of view nevertheless.
That's a simple expression of perspective. That the highest
Okay, I'm going to give you a better perspective. I'm going to go around the other side of the fence. Okay? So, as I said to you, as we go on, as time goes on a little bit, it gets a little bit... Yeah, no worries, my darling.
You've been really busy this week,
Oh,
haven't you?
big time, babe.
Wow, and you're really full on.
The
Well
truth
done. Good
never
on
stops,
you. Good on
man.
you.
The truth never stops. I'm going around the other side. I'm going to do a little bit more filming, yeah? The truth never stops, man. The truth never stops. So, people are wanting those red pills today. They really are. Turn this camera around now. I'll show you what's going on over there. All the way here. Trolls, we'll stay away from them. Not interested in the trolls. Let's go around here in the shade. Show you what's good. And then I'll get back to letting you hear what's being said, okay?
It's been there for thousands and thousands of years. Only recently in our recent history, things have changed. Because scientism, which has become almost like a religion. But if you see how NASA are basically putting out behind cartoons for getting funding.
Okay, so I think we've probably got about 20 odd people talking to us about it now. Some people are clearly more cheesed off than other people, which is something I think we've got to be fair about that. So I'm just taking a little drink, gang. I'm gonna come around here and let you hear what they're saying. I'm gonna go around the back. I can't really get close enough this side. I'm gonna let you see. It's all really busy. Yeah, I'm better off to come around this side because I can't really get in without cheesing too many people off. So, sorry, just someone told me that they didn't want me to film walking past them. Okay, so look, I'll stand here. You can kind of see a little bit of a perspective of the group of people that's just specifically talking to us about the global eye. So here we go. I'm going to try and get close to Dave and let you hear what he's saying, okay? Here we go.
I still believe all the shit that you believe, so there's nothing you can tell me that I don't already know. I know all of the science.
But every time you find out some possible objection, you just want to move on to
Is there any proof that the Earth is spinning 1,000 miles an hour?
Wait, what proof have you got that we're spinning it? All right. What proof? All right. You want to pick out strawman, but tell me what proof have you got?
Did you just claim on this?
What proof have you got? All right. Oh, that's something that could be done by NASA. Have you seen the movie Gravity?
So you're dismissing that as evidence.
Of course, this is not evidence. This is statistical science.
Sorry about the mic, everybody. I'm just trying to fix it up.
Why have we never taken then a video all the way from the ground up through the outer space and then we have?
Well, no,
But now we're getting off the point. Yeah, please give me your scientific experimental proof. Experimental proof.
they're not original photographs.
We know NASA is providing us with fake.
You don't know this.
What? My friends, you've got a good question. You know what? NASA have admitted they have no photographs.
Can you guys actually hear what's being said there? I can't even see the screen. I'm going to go back there in a second, but if you guys were able to hear, when I was over by the fence, were you able to hear what was being said properly? I might need to change the mic. Colin! Woohoo! Hi, Colin. Thank you for tuning in, my darling. Okay. Now I'm just gonna try and find the other mic. I'll do my best to get it. 1 second, guys. It's gonna be in here somewhere. Look at that little boy. So cute. Okay. Guys, you're gonna have to bear with me. I'm just trying to get out this mic. Jason, I still have your mic. I'm looking after it. I'm making sure I take care of it. I haven't lost it. I haven't damaged it. It's right here. Okay, Jason. Family. This mic. Recognize it, Jason? You're a sweetie, thank you. But look, I've taken care of it. It's right here. I'm going to clip it onto my sunglasses so I can extend it a little bit forward without it flopping down. And yeah, just bear with me. Hopefully you'll hear a little click. And boom, we're on. Now, let me just put the little fluffy thing over the top. These little thing here. You see the crowd? They're getting ramped up again. I can see some people that have come back from earlier on. So this is going to be interesting. Okay, I'm just going to put this little thingy-majig on the mic. I might need 2 hands to do this, so you have to bear with me. I feel like a Challenge Annika or Blue Peter or something. No, they have. Yeah. It's just what I was saying to them. Yep. Well, didn't the other week we get threatened to not come back? Calvin was saying that, people were saying to not come back. So, guys, just bear with me. Just look up at the sunshine for a second while I do this. Just putting this over the top. I don't even know if it's going to fit, actually. It might be tight. Just give me a second, guys. Still loads of people there. I'm just trying to get the little fluffy thing on. Sorry, everyone. Let me just unplug the mic for a second so you don't keep hearing it. They are, aren't they? They're like really bloody.
No, it's me. I think I'm aggro.
No, I think they are. They're the ones that are triggering it, man. I feel they're doing it on purpose. Yeah, I feel like those guys are trying to trigger him. Hello, Tara. Yeah. All right, let's get this mic on the go. I'm hoping you can hear this a little bit better. Oops, sorry guys. Wrong way around. Okay, sorry everyone. Okay, I'm back. I'm now using the little microphone. So I'm hoping that you guys can hear me a bit better now than before, because yeah, that was a little bit difficult holding the headphones. So I've got this mic now. Hold on. Just sorting myself out here. Whoa. Here we go. I must apologise for the audio and the visual. I'm trying to keep the stream live. There's no real reason for me to cut the stream. I'm more than happy to carry on.
That guy in the black suit is the guy that came in the black tracksuit, but the week before him, something else.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get a
Interesting. I'm not even sure what that's all about. There's a guy in a ninja suit over there. I don't know if you can see him. Let me know if you can see him, anyone. He's gone over there now. He's got a ninja suit on. Weird. Not seen that before. So, okay, I've got the mic. I'm just getting myself prepared. Making some kind of statement, right? I hope it's not a violent one. I hope regardless they can keep it peaceful. Very strange. Very strange. Right. Again, so sorry guys, I'm just sorting my charger out and my wires and everything because they're getting all muddled up. Okay. Okay. Got the essentials. And I've got to get the most important ingredient out now. That could go well into it. Okay, sorry guys, bear with me. I'm going to be standing back up in just 1 second. I just need to do something first. All right, good to go. All right, we're good. We're gonna start filming. Right, so right about now, we've got Dave. Dave is right there. We've got Sidi. Sidi Karachi, I think his name is online. He's there. Yes, 007 it is. A fat one indeed. And then we've got Dave there in the blue hat. That guy with the blue hat and the shades. His name's Dave as well. And the guy he's talking to, he agrees that the Earth is not a globe. And then we've got Eco Dave here. Give me one sec. Let me let you see what Dave's saying. Let me know if you can hear Dave when he starts speaking. Them people there.
I've never actually seen curvature. Have you seen curvature? You think that's positive? What I suggest to you, go away. Do you have the politics? Have a look yourself and do your own research. Have a look, into that. And you can actually have little debates in your classroom with your school buddies.
What do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah.
No, I think you guys have a point, really.
Yeah.
You know what?
Are you? Am I okay to film you?
No.
No. Can I just mic? Is it okay to have audio? Yeah. No worries. It's better to ask than to just film people and assume.
Yeah. I mean, I do think that you guys have a point. Because we don't experience the spherical nature of Earth on a human level. So I do think,
Awesome.
Definitely,
awesome.
you guys have a point.
It's really encouraging to hear that other human beings definitely critically think for themselves.
No, but then I also think pictures we see of other planets like Mars and I think we only see one side of it. I think they're probably just like a round shape, like a flat but round, like a 2p piece, for example.
Yeah, flat like a round plate.
Yeah, like a plate, like a 2p piece Mars and
That's
a 2p piece Sun,
That's it.
and even Jupiter is probably just like a 2p piece or something.
Yeah.
Now, we only
So
see one
far,
side of it.
all I'm thinking is that they're luminaries. So far, I'm just thinking luminaries.
What do you mean by luminary?
As in non-solid objects altogether.
Non-solid altogether. Okay. Fair enough. Now, I think they are solid, but I think it's probably just flat and round as opposed to actually
spherical. Yeah. I think that's the main conjecture. What I'm hearing is that when people do tend to pertain to disagree with the globe theory, that the one thing that they can say is no, something's flat. It's not quite sure. I myself don't have a model. I haven't got an example, but I definitely feel I know I'm not on that anymore.
And you'll see this guy.
That's for sure.
Basically, as he's from the plane, he's taken footage which is over 200 miles, and there doesn't seem to be a curvature. Now you said at the beach, you went to the beach in Auckland, yeah? So boats going over the supposed curve, but we can use we can bring that ship back. So that, if there was a curve that actually would disappear, there's so many videos out there, we bring that back, and you can see from the hull on the waves, the whole ship, basically. And that's been done many times. But there's so many experiments being done these days. The salt flats in Bolivia. You've got so many lake footage as well using lasers. It just all points to there's no curvature. I mean, from Lake Michigan, the other side of Lake Michigan, to Chicago. Yeah, there's footage of this. It's about 30-40 miles away, and the building you can actually see from the first floor right to the top of the building. Now, at 30-40 miles, it should be 200 feet of curvature gone down, yeah? 8 inches per mile squared, yeah? It should be below that. I mean, these buildings are not even 200 feet, so you shouldn't see that. And they showed it on a weather report on US TV. And the guy said it's a mirage. And I mean, that's just crazy. You see with your own eyes. It does make difference. Because with the ball, they're controlling. Control people. Well, there's so many entities. I mean, it depends how you go. But it depends how deep you go with it, yeah? But if you think that you're on a speck of dust flying through space at like astronomical speeds, it limits your perception. Yeah? Because you think you can't get off this rock and there's nowhere else to go. And you're just this, random.
What do you think?
No, we can't go. Nobody's been to space. Even Buzz Aldrin.
Crazy? Why?
So it's
why?
Buzz Aldrin said that.
Because
Buzz Aldrin said that.
because the Earth is not flat.
Buzz Aldrin.
So what do you think it is? A ball?
Yes.
Why?
Because
every other planet is a ball too, so it would be really
Okay.
strange if the
So-
round was flat.
So, because every ball on a snooker table is round, does that mean the snooker table is round?
I don't know. No.
So, what's the main reason that you think you live on? What's your first proof in your head that you live on a ball?
Because there are pictures from the all.
Pictures.
Yeah.
That's the main reason you think you live on a ball.
Yeah.
Okay, and what if I was to tell you that NASA has already admitted that those pictures are not real images, they're CGI composite images made up from data?
But it's not like that.
No, but it is. You can look on NASA yourself and look for yourself. That's not a conspiracy. CGI composite images. These ball images here, they were made by a guy called Robert Simmons. He's on NASA's and JPL, European Space Agency, British Space Agency. You can see for yourself, Robert Simmons. He made the images. He said they had to be photoshopped, that they couldn't be real images. But that's on the NASA website. If you go on NASA's website, you
But
can
if
see
you
that for
stand
yourself.
at the one long end of a lake and you look over there, you don't see the city next to it. So then it's.
But you've got a prick. Can I just show your camera? Really decent camera. You know, with this camera, you can take some long distance shots across lakes.
Yes.
Okay.
But you can never see the end of it.
You can.
So-
You can. If you put an infrared lens on this, you take out the humidity. The infrared lens will maybe cost you £15. Put an infrared lens on it, and you can zoom over 40 miles. Over 40 miles.
I don't think so.
No, it's been done. It's already online. You can search, but don't believe me. Don't believe me. Look for yourself. Look for yourself. Don't take my word for it. But just if you maybe have an hour to watch Netflix or something, just say, okay, 60 minutes. Let me prove them wrong and try and prove me wrong.
Yes.
Look on NASA and see what NASA says. Composite CGI images, computer generated image, not a real image. So. Have a
Another
look.
question. What do you think would it change if the Earth was flat or round? What would it change for
What would
you?
it change for you?
Nothing.
So if it didn't change anything for you, why would you be bothered that you live on a ball in the first place?
Because it's flat.
No. I'm saying, why would you even bother about where you live if it doesn't bother you? Why would you even care if you lived on a ball or not?
Yeah, it's not important. So why are you making such a drama about it?
So I'm asking you, why isn't it important? I want to know why, from your point of view, why it's not important.
I don't know.
So that's what I find an interesting question. That's the interesting. Okay, thank you for talking to me. The mummy said it's nonsense to talk to them. The mummy's face looked like she just swallowed the biggest red pill. So we've got something going on here as well. What's going on here?
Oh, it's a Palestine thing. I just hijacked them for a moment, but
Palestine, yeah?
yeah, free Palestine. I'm like, no, well, listen, you've got
On
to
a bike
realize that
ride.
we're all prisoners on the same game here. You know, we're all on the same plane. They're just using this as another point to annoy, irritate, and antagonize people, get them to vote for war and spend more money on drugs or something. Anyway, I used to be quite supportive of the Palestine thing, and now I just know it's another one of those dialectics designed to keep us fighting each other. I think even the PLO, the authority, are like in the same bed as the Israelis, as the Russians, the Americans. They're all shagging each other at the top. It might be a gay male thing, I don't know, but they all seem to be in it. And there's only one way you get to be a country on this flat plane, is that someone gave you your borders, someone gave you your name, someone gave you the license to operate as a government. It's all controlled, and that includes the game in Palestine. So I do care that people are being hurt, but I care about that across the entire plane. And there's my boy. Gotta go.
Look at that, all singing, all dancing, Dave.
We're all Palestinians and we're all South Africans.
We are all Palestinians.
Even though I told him as well, bless him. He still had to chime in. I'm just going to stand over here and have a puff. Okay. I'm going to let you see. I'm going to try and let you see some perspective on this. Okay. Oop. Oopsie, drop my microphone. Okay, so they are doing a bike ride. That guy there, if you can see him, he's obviously organised it. The big ride for Palestine. The big ride for Palestine. Free Palestine is what they're riding for.
Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free!
From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Not sure if it's carrying on through Hyde Park or they're finishing their bike ride up Hyde Park. But I'm telling you, they got a lot of people arguing, you know. I can see Jewish people arguing and all sorts. This is a madness. You know how much time they're wasting on these arguments. This is a madness.
Excellent of you. 80% of Gaza voted Hamas. Okay, bye-bye. Carter.
Advocating for the murder of Jewish people. That's what you're doing. The people you're supporting are not liberals. Excuse me.
Yeah, still copying
I think she's saying that goes through. Do I go through? Do I go through?
These bike riders here which support the Palestinians. They want you to
That was a madness. Sorry. That was a madness. Back here. Me too, mate. Me too. I didn't really know what we were getting ourselves involved in there, to be honest. I had no idea.
There should be some form of freedom for Palestine, but obviously I'm on a different plane at the moment.
There was just something about the continuity that was off.
Yeah.
What the people
kind of
that were shouting and
kind of encroached it rather than explaining it.
Yeah.
So, but hey ho, you know, we're still here with our little truth-seeking project.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And doesn't it feel good?
It does feel good.
It feels good, man. It feels good.
Actually, I've just met a gentleman that was dead against it a couple of weeks ago, and he started to investigate himself. He's gradually coming on board. He's got the similar questions that we have. So yeah, I'm just made up for the man.
See?
Let the word spread.
Human interaction is winning.
Exactly.
It's winning.
Yeah.
Coming out onto the streets and talking to people for real.
That's it.
It's word is born, man.
That's
word
it.
Is born. Word of mouth.
And there's no going back once you're there.
That's it.
That's it. You can't do it.
That's it. Once you're there, you're there. All right, I'm gonna go and grab a drink and then I'll be back.
Take
yeah?
care.
All right, darling. Still got to catch his name. Harry, I'm just gonna go and grab a Coke. All right.
Where are you going?
Cool. I'll go to the cafe along there.
Could you make me a day cool?
Oh, go on yourself. No bother. I'm gonna stay live while I go.
Okay.
Just a Diet Coke.
Right, please.
Alright, pal. No bother. Diet Coke. No worries. Okay, so let me get back on my mic here. You know what? Let me go around this way because through there looks like a madness. Okay. Don't drink Coke. That's poison for truthers. It's true. It's true. I need to give it up, but let me get some kind of alternative juice. Yeah, I'm gonna get an alternative juice. I'm not gonna get Coke. I would like to say no more Coca-Cola, but I don't know if I'm from there yet. Maybe I should go through some cold turkey and just not drink any at all. That probably would be a good idea. But in the meantime, I'm gonna get something fizzy. So far, so good. We've probably spoken to over 100 people now, if I'm being honest with you. There's at least 50 odd people stood by the banners and they keep moving. They don't even stay there for that long, maybe 20 minutes, and then the next set of people come. So I'd easily think maybe per hour, at least 100 people. That's being conservative. And I'm not talking about speaking to 100 people. I'm talking about people stopping and interacting with the banner, taking pictures, having a conversation with anyone that's there. And there's quite a few people there. The trolls seem to have backed off a little bit. I've just come here. I was going to go to McDonald's and then I thought, let me see if I can come here and if they sell Diet Coke. They might not. Let's see how much. Maybe I'm better off. Yeah, I think I'm better off to go to McDonald's. Don't really want to go to McDonald's, but they're trying to charge £3 for a Coke in there, and I'm not down for that. So unless anyone wants to follow me to McDonald's, if you want to follow me to McDonald's, I'll stay live and I will live stream as I go and get a juice, or y'all can give me 5 minutes and I'll come back on a live stream. But I don't mind taking you with me. For those of you that don't live in London, that don't come to London often, you can probably see things from our perspective. For those of you that know London, it's not going to be any big deal for you. You've probably been through Marble Arch a good few times. So as you can see, I'm walking away from Speaker's Corner now. There's all the people. There's hundreds of people there. Not just a couple of people. There's hundreds of people there. And like that's like width deep as well. So it's not just a couple people here and a couple people there. It's a lot. It's intense. It's definitely intense. You know what? This week there's definitely a different dynamic this week than there was on other weeks. There seems to be like a really negative connotation there this week. People seem really riled up, really frustrated and super argumentative. So that part's not been very nice at all. But again, the majority of the people, they've been receptive, they've been willing to speak about it. And I even, like I said, I passed the mic to a guy that I just spoke to a couple of minutes ago. Like, yeah, he's got some different opinions of things, but he knows it's not a globe. And this is what I'm really starting to find. People may not feel they live on a globe, but they don't necessarily know where they live. But I feel that's a starting point for people that are asleep, you know? If they now know what they've been told is not the deal, then they're on the journey of waking up. Whether it takes them a year or 10 years, they're going to be on that journey of waking up. Okay, so there's Marble Arch. There's that weird statue thing. It's like a horse head turned on its nose. So yeah, I'm just going across the road now. The McDonald's is just over there behind Marble Arch. Go across. There's always a couple of things going on at actual Marble Arch. Normally religious things, which you can see here. Yeah. So, see this. what? No worries. Rome, you know. Are you lot activating out in Rome? Dropping red pills in Italy. I got an uncle that lives in where is it? Perugia, up in North Italy. I don't know how close that is to Rome off the top of my head, but I was thinking about doing a little European thing. I've got a couple places I need to go. Sorry, over the next 12 months anyway. And I thought, why not? You know, may as well do that. Right. So I'm going to put the mic in the bag. I'm just going to keep you on camera, but I'm going to go and get these juices. All right. One sec. I'm thinking, I'm not getting Coke, all right? I'm not gonna get Coke. I'm not getting Coke. I'm just not gonna do it. But I want something fizzy. Oh man. Okay. Sorry. I'll get a juice, but it'll be an alcoholic one. Yep. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you, darling. You got a little bag? Yeah. Thank you, sweetheart. Cheers, darling. Take care. Woo! Alright. Okay. We're back. I found a little shop. Instead of going into McDonald's, I was able to just go in there, get some chilled beverages. I didn't get a Coke, I got a Lucozade orange. Okay. You're a lot are gonna probably tell me that's as bad as Coke, right? But then someone said get juice, but then I look at some of the additives that are in those juices. I'm not feeling it. So I've got a juice now. It's not maybe the one that I wanted to get, but still. Give me about 2 minutes and I'm going to get over this road, get back into Hyde Park, Speaker's Corner, and see how far it's moved on since I left. With a bit of luck, Max will be there. I'm hoping Ruben will pass through. I know he's travelling today, so you know, whatever he can do, that's blessed. But for us, we have no idea what time it is just now, but we're looking to be here till about 8-9 o'clock tonight. We're going to be here for as long as we can get away with being here, while we've got the weather on our side, people there that are willing to engage about the truth, and we all know how word of mouth works. All it takes is for these people to leave here, go and talk with their loved ones about it, and then before you know it, tomorrow it's going to be the hottest thing talked about at work. Yeah, while they're all on their cigarette breaks or their lunch breaks, they're going to say such and such said to me on Sunday. That's how people move in London. It's all about what's hot and what's not, who's up here and who hasn't paid. And it seems that the biggest fresh air of all in Speaker's Corner just now is that. So with a little bit of luck, we're going to keep this truth vibe rolling and keep the consistency of the conversation going there. Because so far, people have wanted to come back and engage with us the following week. There was a Jewish guy. He seems like he's searching for some truth. To me, you know, he's not happy with the narrative he's been given. He's a product of his environment. He's a product of his upbringing. And, you know, the fact that someone like him is willing to come back and talk again and start off with a handshake, it's a good look. Because, you know, when he rolled up last week, he wasn't really too happy with what we were saying. I feel this is what happens. People will go away for a week. They'll wait till the next Sunday to come and talk to us. And in that week, they actually do devote some time to it. And they come back the next week not being able to really argue it with us. So then they want to hear more. So I feel that talking to people about this here is working. I know we've only been doing it a few weeks, but it's only a few weeks and people are already coming back wanting to know more. So I have to get a bit closer and I'll show you the crowd. Because there is one. Okay, so over there we've got these people, and then over here we've got people wanting to know about flat earth. So that's cool. That is super cool. I'm gonna go round on the grass. Go round on the grass. I'm not sure if I can't really see the chat room just now. Let me get in the shade and then I should be able to see it. I'm so hot, it's baking out here. I haven't even had a sip of my drink, you know. So, okay, hello. Hello. Hi, Harry. Say hi. Say hello to everybody that's watching.
Hello, everybody that's watching.
Harry's having a little rest. He's having a little juice. With Tara. We've got the beautiful Andy and the gorgeous Alexander there. Gorgeous girly. And people talking about the truth there. Sorry if you couldn't hear me there, guys. My apologies. Okay. I've been making purchases that aren't Coca-Cola. We'll see how it goes, Harry. We shall see how it goes. I'm just going to lean the phone up for a second. Okay. Hello. You alright? We'll get there eventually.
We don't know. They could have been there. We don't know that. They could just maybe not told us. There has been one person, like you said,
Okay, everybody, just hold on one sec, yeah? While I leave the phone there for a second. I just got to readjust the mic and reorganise my bag. Love it. Love it. So we've got a hoisted phone right about now.
I'm terrible with technology, man. I can't actually tell my contacts. Oh, there you go.
Anytime people come here and they're black, I'm
Hey! How are you, my darling? Across the furnace. No, walk on it. Isn't the weather a ton better this week, man? Love it. Love it. I love it. I was just saying I'm going to take full advantage. How long does everyone stay here till?
Sometimes it's until 10.
Yeah? Now that is music to my ears. That's what I was hoping for. That's fully what I was hoping for. So yeah, expect to see me here 8-9 o'clock. So if the weather's on our side, I'm like, why am I going home for? There'll be plenty of times when it's cold and raining, but when it's hot, why not? It rhymes. When it's hot, why not? You seen anything interesting this week? Today? Yeah. Anyone? Apart from the bike ride.
Oh, right.
Palestinian bike rides. But yeah, all in all, it's a good vibe so far, right?
Yes.
I'm not seeing any madness.
Down there was good sort of political discussion.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the rounds. I'm going to do the rounds and give everyone a fair view of what's going on here, because even though they're seeing what we're doing, yeah, it is. It's not like a nice conversation outside Marks and Spencer's, man.
No.
It's like front line.
From the beginning.
Yep.
Rox. Yeah. Roxy, Sue, do you have a card? Just give them the.
Yeah, I think this is the place where we can come to the front line to talk about it and not really fear the retribution of giving our standpoint. I think when I went out onto the high street.
Yeah, I saw you were there on Friday, right?
Why is this nasty?
Yeah, I was going to come there because I was in a hotel, but I was so tired. I saw you were all alone. Let's go to Southbank. I could see her.
Oh no, it was awesome. It was nice. I really like the fact that the millennials seem to really be open to the conjecture of it. They're constantly walking around asking about their reality, asking about the infrastructure that they're living in. They are quite passionate about factory farming.
It makes sense for them.
Big time. So for
they know they can trust the system that they live in.
Correct.
I had this my father. I used to tell them, like, women there, they should be making elephants.
That's not something that we can learn though.
So if we would know about the real reality of things when we are children, we can grow up.
That's right. That's right. And I thought even with me, it's easier with my kids. It's easier with my It's easier with my It's like they're full to the brim, city. It's like overflowing. No. And what's crazy is that they will hold on to so tight to something that they can't vouch for. They're vouching for shit they can't.
They'd almost kill you.
Yeah.
I've had my face bitten off.
Yeah, man. How
do you spell your name?
Yeah, let me not swap my number with the chat. As well, let me start saying out my number. Like my name, 079 me, blah blah blah, and then everyone in the chat room is going to end up calling me. So yeah. That's what I'm going to do as well. That's exactly what I'm doing, yeah. I'll follow you in a sec, darling. You're going to find a little spot. Yeah, no, let me take the mic away. I'm taking the mic away. Don't say it on the mic. Them man there about to give out phone numbers and everyone in the chat room is about to hear it. Okay, so over there, I point with my spliff. That's Siddy. Today is the first day that I met Siddy. Siddy that's in the chat rooms. Siddy has got some real interesting points of view on things, man. Really interesting. I'm hoping you can hear me. The mic's plugged out for a brief moment. He's got some super interesting points of view, man. Really interesting. See me, I just smoke my weed here, bruv. I don't really pay attention to smoking signs, to be honest with you. I just fucking blaze it wherever I want.
That's another thing that should be just...
I feel that as soon as we walk off with it, it's like a dirty habit. I don't like walking off with it. People don't like I smoke it. I'll walk away from them. I'm respectful like that. If you said, Rox, please, go over there, I'll be like, no worries, bruv, I'll go over there.
The whole thing, I mean, the positive it's got.
That's what I'm saying.
It's got so much going for it.
That's what I'm saying. I think, if anything, I want to stop smoking tobacco.
Tobacco's the one.
That's the one. I don't really, but I'm yet to find a source that's cheap enough for me to quit the tobacco and just smoke idols. Yeah, man. As much as I can grow some tomatoes and onions, man.
Like
free the weed.
Everything here is everybody.
Free the weed.
Why do they do it? Why is that illegal? Cigarettes illegal?
Control.
It just speaks volumes.
Control. Okay,
they know that this will just completely chill everyone out.
Yep.
Give them a nice perspective to sit back and talk about things together.
Oh yeah. No, they don't want that. They don't want that. All right, just getting the mic set up now, everybody. I'm like challenge Annika with this. It's ridiculous. All right, hold on.
It's good that you get around.
I'm trying. It's all new to me.
I'll tell you, I hadn't seen your shows until I saw you on Hot Potatoes, and then I started looking at some of the other stuff. I was like, yeah, it's good to just get out there.
Oh, awesome, man. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to get out there and speak to as many people as I can, because I think that's the only thing we can do now.
Yeah.
We can talk to people online to a certain degree, but I don't think that's what's making a difference.
This chappie here, a couple of weeks ago, wasn't up for it at all, and has now started to question it, and he's even siding towards us.
The guy in the white top?
Yeah,
in the shorts, yeah?
So
you guys can see him. It's that guy there that Dave's talking about, yeah?
Yeah.
So you're one of them. I'm going to call it the famous five of the Daves, man. Everyone's called Dave.
Oh, I'm Lee.
Huh?
Lee.
Yeah, but have you seen how many Daves that we've got in the gang?
Yeah.
We've got Dave Mantle, allegedly Dave Marsh. We've got Leo and you. So we've got 2 Lees, 3. We've just got a culmination of names that are just the same. I love it. I love it.
This Dave's not about now.
Allegedly Dave's not here this week. Dave Marsh is with his boy this week. And we've got the Dave Mantle with us, but we've got Eco Dave.
Eco Dave, yeah.
So we've still got another Dave. We've got 2 Daves. Either way, we've got a couple of Daves. It sounds cliche, doesn't it, Lee? It really does.
But, you know.
Can you imagine everyone standing there? So this is Dave, Lee. It's really original, isn't it? Love it.
I think it's some sort of conspiracy.
That's it. It's like we've got just on purpose.
Yeah.
It's excellent. But this is something that's awesome. When you see people just rocking up and they stop.
But these 2 will not have it. I've had this one with the beard and this chappie in the front line.
Not having it.
They will not, and they'll probably be the last 2 standing.
Are they triggered with it? Are they triggered or do they get pissed off?
Yeah, they want to get kind of adamant, and they just will not budge. And at least entertainment, you know what I mean? That's all they want to do, argue. At least have a look. I'll say to you, I don't know all the answers. I'm starting afresh from a blank page. And I've got every right to ask these questions. And if they can't answer them, we say they should.
No, it's true. It is so true. I know Dave Marsh is out today, but Dave Marsh was with his...
They tell us they sent a car into space. The tyres will blow up.
Elon Musk.
Yeah.
That's the joke. Have you seen that on the internet?
Over 1,000 feet.
You should go Elon Musk to test the car.
40 miles over 1,000 feet.
But I'm just telling you.
Sweating up because I know this guy is going to argue with the beards. Lee's just pointed him out to me. He looks like he's looking at arguments. So, let me turn the camera around and I'll show you what I'm talking about. You can see me, yeah? Okay. I'm like a weather person now. Lee, the other guy, this guy. Ah, he's gone. True side comes wrong. It's funny what happens when you pull a camera out, people go. But we'll see. We'll see if this guy comes back. I'm trying to make you see the crowd. People seem to be a bit more receptive when I'm selfieing myself and they can clearly see that I'm in the camera. They don't seem to have too much of a problem being filmed. That's something I was going to say though. People really have a fucking issue with being filmed now. Like even just a couple of weeks ago, the same issue wasn't there with people. They're pissed at being filmed. Especially if they've got a viewpoint, they don't want to be filmed. So, some people are looking at the banners. These ones down here. What are these banners? Some people just look like they want an argument, like they're waiting to make eye contact with people. I'll just show you, they're walking off now. Those 2. Those 2. I was waiting for them to come up to me, but I don't know, I think they just want to argue with a man. Like, not a woman. It's fair enough. It's fair enough. I'm not, like I said, I'm not here to bombard people. Definitely not here to bombard people. I'm here to have conversations with people that want to have conversations with me. If they want to get argumentative, yeah, we can get argumentative to a certain degree, but after that, nah, I'm not going to start getting disrespectful. It's too easy to get triggered. And I'm on like a growth path. I'm trying to not get triggered by people. I'm trying to not use profanity. Like, I understand that once upon a time I was asleep, you know. Like loads of us were. Once upon a time I laughed at Flat Earth. Once upon a time I thought this was stupid. Then I looked into it. So I think for me, the difference is being able to recognise someone that's asleep that just finds it funny because they don't quite know how to handle it. And then for me, there is the whole... Look into it, my friend. Look into it. Look into it. There's no brainwashing. The brainwashing is the education system, my friend. The Pythagorean theory. Don't take my word for it. Have you looked into it? Have you looked into it? Look. He said we're lunatics. The first thing he did was insult us. Because he called me a lunatic, I'm asking him, has he looked into it? He's not interested.
Oh, I thought you meant as a species.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. But even 50 years, right? Do you think someone would have gone on for this?
Why has there got to be an edge? Why are you bringing the word edge to it? Who said edge? Who said edge? You believe in infinite space? See, they don't want to talk to a woman. They don't want to hear it from a girl, you know. They don't want to get served the truth by a girl. They won't even fucking interact with me sometimes.
You can't try and do an independent investigation and see what happens to you.
Listen,
I said, do you want to take a look?
No, because then there's no point in
It's
talking.
not a company, it's an independent leaflet. You don't have to be rude. You don't have to be rude. I wasn't rude. You're saying it's stupid, my friend. Please, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. He took it. There's no need for him to call me stupid, was there? Why did he call me stupid? The eye contact, man. I looked at him. I said, come on, man. Why are you calling me stupid, man? Like, no one's insulting anyone. Like, why does the conjunction to the indoctrination make people get rude? This is what I don't understand. Then I think to myself, I don't know if I want to give the leaflets out to everybody, especially if they're going to end up in the bin. Yeah? We've got someone over there who's explaining to his family how we're talking shit. So what am I going to do? Go and interrupt him while he's talking to his son and his wife? Do I? Is he going to appreciate that? I'm standing behind the fence for a reason, because I keep getting triggered. Hello, my darling. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. You can feel the love, man.
Hey guys, man, it's a beautiful day out here. I hope some more of you can come join us.
Yeah, man, it's gorgeous. Look at the sky. Look.
Wow.
Look at the beautiful day, man.
And we're spinning, what's it, about 700 miles an hour? We're trundling through the sky now.
Can you feel it?
Yeah, I'm racing back. I'm getting a bit giddy.
Yep. Travel sick.
Damn, it's a beautiful day though.
For as many people that have been rude and called us stupid, there are people that are having to listen to what we're saying. Because,
smiling.
You know, what we're saying, it's not rubbish. We're not lunatics. Yeah, man.
So, have a good day.
Dave's awesome, man. Dave's awesome. Some Maddox energy we're having to put into this, guys. That guy that called me stupid, he's now listening. Look at that. He started off by keeping walking like he wasn't going to stop. And he's like, no, you lot are stupid. I'm not getting brainwashed. I'm not getting brainwashed. But look. Oh, bless the Most High on that, man. That guy's listening. Man went from saying stupid to listening. Someone say doing this ain't working. Yeah? It's working, you know. It's working. That kind of stuff makes me emotional. Once upon a time, I did that online. I clicked past it because I thought it was stupid. I thought, how stupid is this, man? Stupid. Now look, I'm out here trying to wake people up. Wake them up. You can't wake them up. You can't take them through all the levels in 5 seconds flat, you know. Look at Dave's wife and the baby. She's there trying to talk to people about it. Barefoot. She's out there. That's not her baby crying, by the way. There's a one in the background that's bawling over there. It's not her kid. Okay? Her boy's happy, content. And she's there, barefoot. You know, her husband's just over there. She's there waking people up as well. Thank you to everybody that's tuned in. I fully appreciate you all being here with me this Sunday afternoon. It's a beautiful day. You know? So, again, that's why I appreciate you even more. Taking time out of your day today. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful sunny day. Last week when we were in the same spot, it was raining. It was windy. It was cold. I had a rain jacket on. The guy's walking away with his family now with a leaflet. They're talking about it as a family. Yeah, he's got his kids out with him. He's talking as a family, you know. All we're asking people to do is think about what's being said here today. Think about what they know. Think about what it is in their life that they've been told. Yeah? Sorry. Just think about what they've been told in their life. Yeah? I'm just going to walk around here. Harry's talking to Siddy just there. They're having a little juice. Everyone's been on their feet. Well done, Andy. Well done, babes. Everyone's having a juice and a sit down. It's hard going. Like when I'm saying these people not easy. Yeah? No one's easy, but these people are actually up for a freaking argument, you know? So that respect of it's difficult. Extremely difficult. So I give major props to everybody that's come here today. You know, this is an extremely thankless task. Okay, so just on a random one, we've got the majority of the people over there, and hopefully you'll be able to see this. Yeah, we've got the majority of the people over there. Got a bit of a gap. We've got a group of people there talking about flat earth, more people there talking about flat earth. Sorry, more people talking there. Everyone's having their little debates about it, and then you've got the religious section over there. I'm gonna stand on this side and smoke my cigarette real quick. Over there is Marble Arch. And in fact, I could go this way actually. Right, sorry guys, sorry about the camera. I can't just film people randomly without them getting pissed off, so I'm gonna do this so that you can see what's behind me. It's really nice to get underneath the shade because it is hot. Yeah, I do agree with that. Just had a text saying most of them are not walking with the Most High. I agree. There's a lot of people out there that reckon they know what's good, but they don't. I don't even fully know what's good. But I know one thing, not in no belief system no more. Not in no belief system at all. So, here we go. Just coming around the back of where we are. Just from the other direction, and there's a few people still by the banner. I'm going to get up and close, see if I can let you listen to what Eco Dave's saying. Harry's talking to some people now as well. I think we've got a couple people taking a break, so let me just cotch here for a second in a little bit of shade. My legs have gone way wobbly. Okay, hold on. Just gonna get the phone there so you can see. Okay, so what you're probably seeing in shot there is Harry talking to a few American people. She's prepared to talk about it as well. And over here, yeah, I'm going to interview more people, but the thing is we've got Harry's dog here as well who doesn't like bikes, and I'm like holding my phone. I've got my phone connected to a charger because live streaming is rinsing my battery, and yeah, I'm speaking to people as well, but as I said, there's some people here that don't want to be filmed, and when we're filming some people and talking, it kind of detracts from the moment. So I've been going for about 90 minutes. Bilu, I will say hi to Siddy from you. Let me just go over to him now and do that, dude. Hold on. There we go. I've got a chat room shout out for Siddy here.
Is Bilu there? Hey Bilu, how are you? See you on Wednesday, bro.
We've got shout outs in the chat room.
Zero.
I can't, you know what? They come up for 2 seconds and they go again. This whole live streaming from a phone is just not the one. It's not the one.
It's nice though.
It is good. I'm
Good to
glad
meet
that I'm able
everybody.
to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I'm able to record it live for everybody. But it does take away from the, like, as soon as I put the phone down, I can kind of engross myself into the moment. I think Harry's a pro, being able to hold the camera, not concentrate on the camera of where it's pointing, and know what he's doing, and still talk to people without messing the flow of conversation up. It's extremely difficult.
Yeah, that's an experience.
Me just kind of watching and seeing where it is, I'm like, I can't walk and chew gum at the same time kind of thing. So I'm going to get myself maybe a GoPro or something I can strap onto myself, and then I don't need to hold anything.
You could have that.
Or like Ruben does on his head.
Yeah, Ruben,
yeah. So I think I'm going to have to do a little bit of research and development, and a little bit of adaptability and a bit of diversity, and see if I can... Yeah. I don't see everyone walking around like this with their phones going, hi everyone, hi.
I could.
That's it. It's completely unscripted, and you know, look, snap. Faded. Faded.
That's why I put a new one on there.
I love it. Everyone check out Siddy's phone, hold it up for the camera. Research Flat Earth, baby. Research it. If you got time to watch a Netflix movie, then you got time to look at the truth. That's
Yep.
where I'm coming from. If you got time to watch a football match, you got time to look at the truth.
Water
Either
don't
way,
curb.
That's it. It's not curbing around the ball, guys. That's right, Jason. Even as a first port of call, you know, for someone that's just started to get into this and to look, www.festart.co.uk has got an internationally diverse information base of research tools, activism. It's basically like a one-stop shop. There's even PDFs on there for leaflets like these. You can download the PDF for this leaflet. Yeah, you can take that leaflet to your printer. You can go and get your own leaflets printed. You could adapt them, put your own channel on them, whatever you want to do. It's like a one-stop shop. So I'd strongly recommend www.festart.co.uk as a good source of information. I'm also on Instagram as well, official Flat Earth UK. I've also got a Facebook page called Flat Earth UK. So I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and obviously the channel that's streaming this now is my channel. And yeah, I've got loads of featured channels on my channel as well. So on there's John Thor, awesome channel for informative videos. Jason of the Disbury, John Smith Globelite, Tom, Victoria, just a load of them. And I've got international channels on there as well. I've got American channels. I've got 007 on there. He's out in Tenerife. I've got a good mix of good informative channels where people are giving their own independent points of view on things. So, as you can see, I've got... That's right, praise the shrinking strong. You can research from your own sofa now, so what is the excuse? Okay, so this is who Harry's talking to. Sorry, I just stopped talking. I don't know if you can hear what's being said. I can't get the mic close enough. Let's see if I can get around the other side of Harry. See if you can see.
No, because I didn't come here prepared to talk about this. If I had, I might have different answers.
Yeah, but with all due respect, you were asking a question, and I'm just answering it for you. That there were 3 scientific experiments: Sagnac experiment, heliosphere, I think it's a Maury experiment. They all edged the measurement movement of the Earth, but they all concluded that the Earth does not move. That's a scientific historical fact. But they're not taught at school. Why not?
I would certainly agree with you that there are many things not told in school that are in fact true. 3 children that are homeschooled for that reason, they try to seek out other answers, try to make things like this and with other.
But you're a bit older than your children. You'd have to agree that you were told about this ball Earth and the belief in Santa Claus. And from that lack of critical thinking development, we are going to that standpoint now.
Whether or not then as an adult I chose to teach them about Santa Claus. Because my answer to them always about Santa Claus was, well, what do you think? And that is what I...
Oh, good. Did you ask them that about the globe model as well?
Pardon? Pardon?
Did you see that about the globe model as well today?
I frankly didn't think about it for this specific topic.
Could I ask you, do you think there's any possibility that what you think about the heliocentric model might not be true?
I didn't hear, sorry.
Do you think there's any possibility that what you believe about the heliocentric model may not be true?
I think there are always things that we can learn, that there's always new information that comes up. I would probably say today I haven't been convinced that it's not a sphere, but that doesn't mean that it's not.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
How old am I? 45.
Yeah. And you've had 45 years experience of believing you lived in a heliocentric model. I know for a fact that I'm not going to convince you either way in a 5-minute chat, but you've been told so much about the heliocentric model without any proof, and you've accepted it, and therefore you've really admitted it as a belief. But they cannot prove to you that we live on a heliocentric model, a ball of water flowing around it. Because I would ask you as an adult, with critical thinking, how can water conform to the exterior of a ball? Now, I'm not going to insult you here, but you answered very quickly there, regurgitation of what you were told in school. Can you prove that to me? Right, so we're just repeating, I did it myself, I'm not blaming you. We're just regurgitating what we're told in school without any proof. Water cannot conform to the exterior of a ball. Gravity has never been proven, and that's why it remains a theory. It's called the theory of gravity. Never been proven. Now, science should be demonstrable, repeatable, and measurable. They should be able to reproduce a working model of a ball with water around it, and they can't. They cannot prove gravity. They cannot prove the gravitational constant. They cannot prove planets light years ahead. We accept those without any proof. And I just told you 3 experiments that prove the Earth does not move. Now, I can circumnavigate you all in a flat plane. Nobody has ever circumnavigated the Earth between north and south. I pointed out these photographs, you think they're photographs, are not, they're Photoshop.
How comes we have day and night?
And seasons.
I don't like to go into models, but there are models that state that the Earth and the Moon are a lot closer to Earth and a lot smaller. It doesn't illuminate up the whole Earth, it just illuminates some part of it as it goes round. But I don't know that for a fact.
It's not a fact.
I don't know that for a fact. But it makes a lot more sense to me than living on a ball with water going around it.
If the Earth is flat, does that mean there is no equator?
Yes, there is an equator.
There is an equator.
It's a circle, an inner circle. It's in the middle.
Is it a circle? Is it a circle or not a circle?
I don't know if it's a circle.
The north is warmer than the south, anything. The north is warmer than the south.
There would be a lunar eclipse or anything like that if the world was flat. The world would have to be.
Yeah, but I would ask you, can you prove it's the Earth that's causing that shadow of the moon?
No, but we can see it from here in the sky that there's been a change.
Yes, you can, yes. But how do you know there's nothing else that's projecting itself on the moon? How do you know that's Earth that's doing it?
Because it happens at certain times, depending on where.
Yeah. But could an advanced intelligence system not create that? Could an advanced intelligence system not create that?
Sorry, yeah. I'm doing my best here, guys. Sorry. Thanks, Jason.
Let's say that science should be proven on testing. Do we accept that premise? Well, yeah, the theory should be.
32 miles off.
Let's say that the theory that a man could start on.
Okay, I'm just going to retreat for a second into the shade.
52 million planes, $19.1 billion every year. Now all they're giving back is CGI.
Awesome, Jason. Really pleased to hear that.
In NASA, he said they have to be CGI because they don't have any other way of imaging it. Yeah, check out Robert Simmons on you can check him online basically, and he says all the images from NASA are all CGI, and they have to be. There's only one image of the Earth from space, and I just mentioned that was taken on the supposed mission in the 60s, and that was basically a doctored image. Bart Subrel. A funny thing happened on the way to the moon. You can check it and how it was done.
So what's that live of the Earth? That live showing the Earth round and it's live.
Or supposedly up there. It seems
it's in a simulation. Or something?
It's a simulate AR, augmented reality, studio.
It's not an original.
Yeah, because it's even on those so-called images you see or video from the so-called from the ISS, the clouds aren't even morphing. The clouds are stamped. all stamped onto the image. And it seems if you looked at Tesla's recent, with Elon Musk sending that car into space, which is ridiculous, that was actually filmed in a studio, and you can see the footage of them filming the car in the studio as a manufactured image to fool everybody. They put a car in space.
You alright, darling? You cool?
Having a good talk.
Yeah,
The only way we can continue
Nope.
this or a lake, right? Show me
I'm trying to let you hear Harry, but guys, with the mic, yeah?
Perhaps there is an
Yeah, it is definitely Jason. It's getting busy now. Try and give you an aerial shot. Put my arm up and you might be able to see. Yeah, there's quite a few people here now.
Completely flat.
Completely flat, 360.
Why is that one?
One at a time, please.
Why is that one reliable and
Oh, yeah, exactly. Question it. But we're just giving you something contradicting what you would give us. That there's amateur balloon footage, 21 miles high, with a 360 camera view. And they take a GoPro camera and they take a wide-angle camera. The GoPro shows the curve, and the wide-angle shows a complete flat horizon.
360.
There's footage of that, you can see yourself.
You just said
There's
though,
footage
that
on
the
YouTube, you can see that.
photos we've been told are lies, but what about the photo that you just showed me?
Just,
Well, I can't believe anything from that photo because you're saying what I've learned previously is fake from the photo.
We're just giving you something you can see on both sides. We're not seeing
Well, that's what they're showing me also. When I was
There's still contradictory information that you've already believed. So we should look at both parts to be informed. So we should cross-reference both pieces of information.
with different lenses, they've showed you both sides.
Yeah, how did the photo?
NASA used fisheye lenses which curve the horizon.
That's from NASA?
No.
That's using the fisheye lens to distort the horizon.
Yep. You can zoom in over 40 miles.
Yes.
You can zoom in. Dave Marsh has just done it yesterday. You can zoom in over 40 miles, which on the Pythagorean theorem doesn't work.
See those two pictures of America? Are they the same size?
No, it's from farther away. Yeah, it's from farther away.
Now, why did you say that straight away?
Excuse me, why
They're from the same distance.
I've got a question. Why isn't Mars flat?
Because these are official NASA photographs. Well, they state they are.
Excuse me. Why isn't Mars flat then?
They state they are. Now, the guy who creates these tells you they're not photographs.
Why isn't Mars
Photoshop. The guy who creates them is not the same.
Yeah, why wouldn't it be other one?
You can listen to him on the radio. He states they're Photoshop. He takes a photograph from high altitude. That's it.
So on NASA, if you look at images of Mars and Venus and Jupiter, if you look at the bottom right-hand corner of those images on NASA, JPL Space Agency, European Space Agency, Chinese Space Agency, in the right-hand corner of the screen it says composite image.
Okay, so then how would you explain? Yeah, like how would you explain during an eclipse?
Unfortunately, I'm not an expert at everything. I wish I could explain that. Yeah, an eclipse for me wouldn't be definitive proof because the only thing I know about eclipses is what I've been told in the education system, which I'm not sure I buy into. So again, I'm kind of disillusioned by the things that I've been taught, and unless I can question them, observe them, and measurably prove them for myself, I'm inclined to kind of not go with a belief system because I don't want to live in a belief system. So for me, all I can do is credibly tell you what I've been taught about an eclipse. But what we're taught about eclipses and what people who have been tracking the moon for years have proved beyond reasonable doubt that the moon is a luminary, that we've never landed on it, and B, that we live on a flat plane of existence. So, well, Buzz Aldrin himself admitted it. So, what does that say? He's supposedly one of the 24. I mean, out of since we've gone to space, only just over 20 odd people have gone to out of low Earth orbit. One of those people has already stated that they didn't go.
Who is this person?
Buzz Aldrin.
That was taken out of context.
Okay, taken out of context, quote unquote. Don Pettit, okay, said that NASA destroyed the technology to go to the moon, and I quote, it would be a painful process to build it back again. Okay, that for me is not definitive proof, But all of these things have a conjunction with me, because if it was so easily provable and we really did go there, then none of these things would be in question. And I normally find excuses where lies have been told, if that makes sense. So, you know.
What does NASA gain?
They gain $52 million a day for a start. That's a lot of money. Okay? And for Britain gets £1.16 million a day from the UK taxpayers. And I myself donate to food trusts because we have working class families that don't earn enough to feed and clothe themselves. You know? So I'm coming from an ethical standpoint, if you understand where I'm coming from. I don't buy into what the education system's giving us. I'm not a flat earther, I'm a globalist denier. I'm not really for the Trilateral Commission. I'm not really for the Antarctic Treaty, which has been in place from the 50s, where we have a WWF situation going on with the governments, where in public they're fighting, but behind they're friends. You know, they've had the Antarctic Treaty in place since the 50s. They've all agreed to not monetize Antarctica. They've all agreed that without expressive military permission, you may not see the coast of Antarctica without permission. To me, how can they all agree on that? But yet we've got immigrants landing in Italy, immigrants landing in Spain, where they're forced out of their country. We've got forest fires that are forgetting to burn the forest. So we have conjecture where we have proof that the mainstream media gives us a narrative of things that are not particularly true. So for me, yeah. So for me, I'm like when you see smoke, there's normally fire, right? And so for me, the Antarctic Treaty can't be easily explained. Why can't these world governments agree to disagree on the fact that they completely agree on the fact that we don't want anyone in Antarctica, we don't want anyone looking at Antarctica, let's just rub that under the carpet and not talk about it.
Saying that no one can go down to Antarctica.
No, there is. I have as well. I've also had an interview with an Antarctic explorer who confirmed that for me.
You can see the beginning of the penguins, and that's it.
Yeah.
You absolutely can go. I have a friend that's done research down in
You can't get to see the penguins.
There is protocols that every country must follow when the citizens of that country goes to Antarctica. It's on my channel. His name's Ben. He's an Antarctic explorer, and he confirms that those things are very real. And any civilian or citizen has to have permission. Paperwork has to go through. Even the government representatives have to have paperwork to go through. So me and you can't just freelance go there by ourselves, which for me is conjecture. Again, why do we have this big hoo-ha about, when you're first shown the globe at school, what is attaching the globe at the bottom, covering Antarctica? The axis that it sits on. So straight away in a classroom you're shown all the equatory bits of the globe, but not really paid too much attention about down here. So again, for me, it's not about screaming from the rooftops about just flat Earth. There's a lot of other things.
Nobody's having navigation north to south.
I totally disagree with you. I have a friend that has gone from one.
They've gone from the North Pole to the Antarctic Ring. They've gone along and gone back up, and they have not circumnavigated the globe.
And nobody's going the straight line. And nobody's going the straight line.
If you actually trace the route. No, just look for yourself, my darling, please. Take 20 minutes out of your day and look for yourself. What you will find is you're given a contrived narrative which just about scrapes the minimal basis of what you would have to say, which is going from the most northern part of the hemisphere down, along and back up, which is not circumnavigating the globe.
Not in a straight line, Roxanne. In a straight line, you can't go. In a straight line, unlimited.
Yeah.
You can't.
If you forgive me, I'm going to go and get a juice, but thank you so much for talking to me,
Well, that's not true. That's not true.
Oh, then you'll have to go to your neighbour's house and you'll see that it goes in both directions. That's a fallacy. That's a fallacy.
See you, sweetheart. It's a lovely sunny day, isn't it?
Oh, full on again. You get into it like. It's good.
It's hard work.
Yeah, man,
It's
yeah.
hard work.
Yeah, but good. I mean, you've been full at it for the whole week. It's like I was trying to connect with you guys. I've got things going on, intermittently during the
I
day.
need to give you my.
I've got your number. I've got your email.
Yeah,
but it's
just keep calling me because I'm not. This is Harry's phone. I'm not able to get into.
Oh, you haven't. Oh, why haven't you? Oh, yeah. You'll have to get yourself.
Just so you know, let's say internet was to fail tomorrow. I'm going to be here every Sunday in August, and I'm going to be here the last Sunday of every month from there on in. I'm only over in West London. So I may as well keep the conversation going.
Yeah, I mean, you have to get yourself. I think I mentioned something about it. I threw it out. Sorry, I threw out the old like tech stuff. I just ditched it all. I gave. So I actually thought I had some stuff there, but I've got a little bit of kit there. But it wasn't anything that would be useful.
No, I've got myself a new iPhone.
What have you got?
I've
Yeah.
a new iPhone.
Have you got one coming?
So, yep,
Oh, that's fine. I mean, yeah, but that's what you need if you want to go live. Just something, you know.
Oh, it's a nightmare.
I mean, you eventually have to buy one anyway, basically, you know. So.
Yep, exactly.
But we can, like I say, if you're going out, I mean, I don't know what the plan. I was speaking to Harry earlier. If you're going out next week, we can just connect by email or whatever.
I'm gonna see how long I can keep Harry in London for, but I know he's gonna have to go back to Scotland eventually.
Yeah.
He's not gonna stay down here for
moving
good.
He's been here for a week. I think he plans on staying a little bit longer, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But still, I mean, we can still do it.
Yeah,
We can-
no.
I was going to say
regardless.
we should get
I've got,
this made up.
I've got a 6 foot by 6 foot banner.
Oh, good. So that's all we need.
So yeah, and I've got the little posters as well. So with a bit of luck.
But if you're going out to different places, I mean, Camden's good. Camden's a great place. You're right on the bridge there, Cal. You like young people, so that's a good location. I think you were down in Southwark when you were on the river.
Even like I said, we'll keep it going, man. Me and you will keep it going, especially while I've got the kids off school as well.
Dave turns up, and there's a few others that are regulars. So.
And especially while I've got the kids off school,
Yeah.
I'm not really in the routine that I'm normally in until they go back in September. So I kind of want to take the conversation out. Just kind of make the most of it in some way or form.
But also, if you got just send me, drop me a mail, drop me, give me a call.
Yeah. I've just got to get back into it. You know when you've got your email
more
signed
flights,
into your please do. That's gonna give you a few, man.
Yeah, and once you get sorted with the phone, it's cool. Well, it's all of us here. Yeah, it's just something. Yeah, if you please take a flight there, sir. And if you've got anything you would like to ask, it seems likely that we are just from a lot of people, and not just only the people here, but it seems like all over the internet now, people are doing their own research and taking responsibility for themselves. And they're actually coming up. A lot of people are coming with the conclusion that we're not on a so-called spinning ball, as we've been, indoctrinated since a young age. When you're 5 years old, you basically get taught, and you just accept it because you don't have any critical thinking at that age. Only when you become an adult, you can actually start gaining critical thinking and doing your own research and checking online, seeing things like, Eric Debate, 200 proofs we don't live on a spinning ball, and there's tons of stuff out there, and it seems to point to the fact that even all the religious texts and all the ancient tribes and ancient cultures all point in the same direction, that we're living on a stationary level plane. The Bible, the Torah, the Quran, all of them.
Not the Bible. Not the Bible.
Please. It does. The Bible actually says we live on the stations under a firmament. So please do your research, yeah?
I think it says it more than 70 times.
So stationary, non-movement. And it just stationary.
Can anyone give me examples of where the Bible states that it's flat? Because man's saying no.
Observable, measurable, repeatable, over and over
So
again.
if anyone's got any examples, I'd greatly appreciate you giving me a quote.
Always flat. You're made up of 70% water. The Earth is made up of 70% water, and water always doesn't matter whether it's in a river, in a lake, in the oceans. It's always level. Water cannot conform to the exterior of objects. Yeah. So how can water, stick to a globe? Basically, it's just ridiculous. So yeah. No, I agree with electromagnetic energy as far as maybe this system, yeah, but not water cannot be pulled. Water cannot be pulled like that. No.
Hold on, guys. I'm just going to charge in my phone again. 1 sec.
Water is always.
1 sec.
And our world is 70% water, 70%, yeah? So it seems, like I say, because of that, it seems like we live on a stationary level plane, contained by an ice wall, yeah? And then maybe, according to Admiral Byrd,
the map is Antarctica around.
Yes. According to Admiral Byrd,
Antarctica around the world.
if you research Admiral Byrd, in the 1930s, he actually explored beyond the South Pole. And he said there may be more. There's the size of it. There's constant size of it. That's right. I thought it was India. Now the thing is, I'm standing here right now. If I can circumnavigate all you guys, come back to the same point.
So you can see how many people are here,
North south.
There's a lot of people here. There's a lot of people here. You can see there's a lot of people
Going to go to India.
I've got like 9% on my phone.
Well, that was, I mean, in those
seemingly
days,
giving me the charge I need.
You know, I mean, they circumnavigate in this direction, yeah? So it's very easy.
You lot, I'm going to have to come offline.
Circumnavigate
Just give me 20 minutes or so just to charge my phone. I've got 9% on my battery and I need to charge it ASAP. But just before I go, let me just give you a synopsis of what's going on. I'm pissed this phone's not charging properly. Right, so here we start here. Okay, we've got a whole line of people here really enthusiastically talking about it all, yeah? The American family's still here as well. That mum's still here. These two guys are here. We've got the banners and it's packed, yeah? We're going to be here for a good few more hours, yeah? Just give me 20 minutes to just shut this phone down, yeah? And start charging. One love, everybody. Stay flat and I'll be back shortly.